Welcome back to my podcast, everybody. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. This is a reminder to all you fuckwits that are listening and not liking and sharing and subscribing even, motherfucker. God damn it. How the fuck I almost have like 250 views on this bitch for 8 videos, but I ain't getting no likes or shares or subscribers. Come on, step it up. What are you fucking people doing? Help a fellow white man out, because the privilege I have now is not enough. Do you guys actually believe in white privilege? Before I get into that, I'm joined with Claudia today.
Yeah, his Hispanic girlfriend.
I don't think white male. I'm fucking my computer. I don't think white males have as much white privilege as people think they do. It's just, yeah, it's all fun and games. Like, I can get pulled over for going 90 and 50 and not get arrested, but if a black guy goes 3 over, he's fucked. And sometimes it's a pro, but other days it's a struggle to be a white man.
I feel like they get pulled over though if they go too slow too.
Black people? Yeah. Everybody does. I think it's an under influence thing.
Not everybody, but if it's a black person, I would feel like cops would be like, they're black, so I'm gonna pull them over.
I guess, but it doesn't really happen in Rockford because no one likes Rockford.
Cops are scared to get out of their vehicle.
Exactly. Rockford's a piece of shit place. I'm not a fan of it. I gotta go there for my dentist appointments and stuff, and everybody's like, why don't you just stay in town? It's like, nah, because I don't like our town. Fuck that. I like our town. It's alright, but it's like, if I could have stayed where I wanted to beforehand, I would have done that too.
There's also drama with the dentist in town.
Is there really?
Yeah.
Well, you fuck like his mom or something?
I do think, no, not the mom, but cheated on his wife. Also, his wife's just with him for surgery. Meaning, so she can get plastic surgery because he makes bank. That's kind of...
Dude, I should become a dentist and have like fake plaques on the wall that are like written by 3-year-olds.
Fake plaques?
Yeah, it's like, especially like, it's a huge no-no to even say you're a doctor, like on TV or anything like that, and you're not actually a doctor. You can get heavily fined for it.
Even as like a joke?
As far as I know, yes, because like Doctor Strange, the only reason why he can have that name in Marvel Universe is because he's actually like a doctor in the series or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, but you can't actually claim yourself to be a doctor or a dentist.
Well, yeah, I mean, I can see that definitely being a thing, especially if you're trying to convince other people you're a doctor, but like, your ass will be walking around and I'll be like, hey, I don't know if this toy is good for a 3-year-old, and you'll be like, oh, I'm a doctor. This toy is good for a 3-year-old. So like, if you accidentally slip like that on live TV.
I feel like the only way people would know if I'm actually a doctor is I want like a doctor coat, but like I don't want it to be long. I want it to be just long enough to where it covers my dick, but my balls hang out on a hot summer day. That'd be fucking crazy. And me and Dave were talking about balls on Friday, and he was telling me that, hey, if I take testosterone, like steroids, he goes, will my balls shrink? That would be useful. My balls are too big. I don't know if he was fucking around with me or not, but...
Wait.
And so like...
You said your balls are too big, or Dave said his balls?
Dave said his balls are too big. I will admit, though, sometimes my balls do hang lower than I want them to.
I noticed that.
How? Are you looking at the back of my pants or something?
No, I just noticed some days they hang lower than others. You can see them through your...
Through my shirt, through my undies? Yeah. I'm not wearing compressioners.
I know, but they swing.
Do you see the shadow on the sun or something?
Not the shadow, but you can see the little movements when you walk.
I am having a hard time believing that right now. I don't know why. I just don't believe you.
I don't know, I just noticed. Sometimes they hang lower, sometimes they don't.
Okay. All right, we'll take your word for it.
Or before we do the dirty.
Man, speaking of fucking dirty, how fucked up. I was just telling you about this earlier. If you were somebody that asks for advice consistently and you bitch about a certain person in your life and yet you still choose to hang out with them, but being understanding that you have a kid with that person, you're a piece of fucking dog shit. Like, I have a friend, and, I'm just gonna fucking tell the story now, because I don't care. What is she gonna do? She doesn't respond to my text anyway, because she's with her...
Don't say her name, though. Just be
No. I still have some respect for her.
Okay.
I just think she's fucking stupid. How can you have nice boobs but no brain? I'll give it to her. It looks like she has nice boobs.
True.
I haven't seen them bare, but I could see like the top. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but she's wearing push-up bra.
No, her boobs are just that big.
Yeah, she's a mommy. She got milky in there.
Hell, no, not anymore. I think there's like still some like curdling up in there. Is that what I'm hearing?
No, what I'm saying is they're just gonna remain big for a little bit.
If you fucking first off, her kid's like 4 or 5. It's been a while.
I'm just saying they're gonna remain saggy. Like, you know what I mean?
Either way, do you think like if she bounces up enough with milk inside, it will make butter?
If you shake them fast enough.
Yeah, like what? How is butter made?
Yeah, like that. I mean, but I think you have to. No, it's shaking.
Yeah. Making eggs in the morning. Squeeze your tit under the pan. That'd be fucking funny. I don't know why.
Have you ever tried that? You think?
No, but I'm a genius, so I think I break barriers.
We heard it here. We break barriers on this podcast.
Yeah, I'm gonna just. What should I name this podcast now? Mommy Milkers?
Breaking barriers. Oh yeah, I like that one.
Genius at Work. I feel like I'm taking that name from another person. I'm gonna name my episode Genius at Work, but I'm not gonna take credit for the name.
That feels like a really poorly amateur name for like an old YouTube video.
It does, doesn't it? I know basically do work. He's a YouTuber. He's a good one. He used to play a bunch of video games. All the YouTubers I used to watch now that were really big, like I watched them get big, I went back and I revisited their channels, and a lot of them are dying off now.
Isn't that fun to do? Either they're dying off or they're growing in different platforms or in ways that you wouldn't think they would have grown.
Well, I used to watch Mini Lad, and he used to average like 4 million views an episode. Now he averages like 50,000.
Oh.
Let me look him up really quick. I actually unsubscribed though because I don't watch his content and I don't want to be a misleading person. Right now he sits at like 4.6 million. His stream yesterday only got 8,000. Yeah, he doesn't break. He does not break records anymore. That sucks. Oh, speaking of the roller coaster rides of Fall Mini Lad, which was 2 years ago. Hang on, let's see if I could go on his main channel. He still gets, yeah, his stuff used to be good, but he doesn't get views anymore. The most I see on his recent is 18,000.
Oh wow.
That sucks. Let's check Wildcat.
This is random, but I keep getting random pictures on my Facebook feed of just things that look like vaginas.
Nice.
Like this is a cave.
Wildcat's still doing really good. Nice, dude.
I don't know why I keep getting
Dude,
this.
Wildcat is still sticking. Out of every Wildcat is another YouTuber that used to work with Mini Lad.
Oh.
How about Vanos Gaming? If you don't know who that is, I'm gonna be upset.
Start crying.
I'm looking him up right now. Hang on. Vanos Gaming. Looks like oh man, he still has 25 million. I remember when he hit 20 million. That was a big milestone for me and the creator.
Isn't it interesting when you think back to those times where oh, my YouTuber's about to hit blah 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 blah, and you feel that joy that they feel?
Yeah, I'm happy for these people that succeed. He still
Right.
averages 1 million a view. I mean, that's 0.5%.
It's pretty good.
It's good for how long his channel's been around, and it's the same shit on repeat after a while, but basically what I'm saying is that it's kind of sad. I used to watch Roman Atwood all the time.
That one sounds really familiar.
He's, I never unsubscribed to him because I used to watch his daily vlog. Now, this is what's fucked up. I used to watch his daily vlogs before he had his either third or fourth kid. I can't remember which one it was. And then the third or fourth kid was born, and he just stopped uploading. He just went off the planet. And he started doing that when his dog died, Zeus. And ever since, he just has never been consistent since then. And to me, I get it, more family time, but at least explain to your viewers that I'm basically retiring.
No, yeah, I don't know. I think it's definitely important if you have as big of a platform.
He had 15 million, and he was averaging about 8 million views per video.
Right. If you have as big platform as that. I feel like it's just being respectful to your viewers at that point.
I think like what sucks is that he was only coming back because his store started declining merch.
So he did it to save himself.
Essentially, that's what it seemed like, because he would always say, "Hey, make sure you're still buying the shit," because Smile More was a huge product. I mean, everybody in my high school and middle school used to wear it all the time, but it's crazy that, like, I felt like he was only trying to revive his channel in, like, waves. So he'll up waves. How put it in sense? He would post 3 videos a week for like a month. He would do really good. His platform would start to grow again, and then he would fall back off the face of the earth. And I think it's more of like a mental thing. I don't think he's doing it on purpose, but I mean, you're kind of leading your fans on at that point.
Right. It probably just became a routine to him to fall into those waves.
I guess. Hey man, like, be all for your family. But now he has a podcast now, which I could respect, because I feel like a podcast is a better way to go anyway.
I feel like a lot of YouTubers
they went to podcasting because they make shitty content. It's easy to sit here and talk into a mic for an hour if you fucking already have a fan base. Those people, yeah, those mics that they use are like $400 a piece. It's because they had money going into it. So not fair, I guess.
Yeah, and then I know there's like a group of people, like different groups of podcasts. They're all like the same friend group, but different podcasts.
Well, I don't understand that, because they do edit their podcasts. I don't. I think maybe if this ever takes off and I got comments like, hey, you should edit out the quiet parts, or you should get other shit, I'll do that. But they edit their parts of the podcast, but a lot of it's the same. Like, I've scanned through the same episode that 3 people are on 3 different channels. It's all just bare bone the same.
Like, they share the same stories and stuff?
Oh, everything's the same on that fucking line. Like, if they record episode 1 together, and you had another, if you had a channel, then...
I thought you were supposed to burp into the mic.
That one was water. I wasn't gonna do it.
Oh.
But, I lost my train of thought.
Sorry.
Either way, a lot of those people went, like, Jake Paul.
Yeah.
Logan Paul moved the platforming because, hey, it's hard to get in trouble when you're just talking to a mic, but that fucker still found ways to do it. Like, all respect to him, like, his wealth and everything. Like, I think what he did was cool, but... showing a dead body in Japan, making a shitty energy drink, which is not even good for you anyway. It doesn't help you any. It's just basically like it's an athlete drink for people who are not athletic.
Right, just to raise your heart rate to make you feel athletic.
It's not, they try saying like, oh, it has less sugar than Gatorade and stuff. I watched a whole informative video on it. I was like, I never really bought Prime anyway. That guy's got enough money. Respect to what he did in the past to get where he's at, but also,
I mean, everybody makes mistakes when they get to where they are now.
To be honest, I don't think it really mattered showing a dead body on TV.
He was literally in a place called Suicide Forest.
I feel like there's a line of respect which he should have edited out, but at the same time, he's kind of bringing awareness to what that place is.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly, was it...
I'm not coming to his defense, by the way, because this was like 7 years ago.
No, right.
But no one's, like, I'm just saying,
Well, when you're in Suicide Forest, you're going to see a dead body, but he could have just mentioned it instead of showing it.
Why is it called Suicide Forest?
People go there because it's, like, really dense in there. Like, I watched the whole documentary on it.
What do you mean dense?
Like, you get lost so easily. There's, like...
Just get a ladder, climb to the top.
Have you seen how high? Like, they're so high. Like, it's so dense that usually all the trees are so big that it just makes it look like it's night all the time.
Nice.
But yeah, usually what people would do was people who wanted to commit suicide would go in with tape and tape the trees, because if they wanted to live, they would come back out, or they would either, they'd follow the tape back out to the start.
Kind of like a Hansel and Gretel type shit. Crumbs on the ground.
Breadcrumbs. But if they didn't do that, they'd use the tape as kind of like a way for people to find their bodies and dispose of them.
I feel like there should be security around then so people don't kill themselves, unless Japan don't care.
I mean, I think there are, but it happens either way. Because if you look up pictures, there are pictures out there just of the colors of tape. And I mean, it's really pretty, but like, that's fucked up.
Yeah, I think, I don't know, I think, I'm not coming to his defense or anything, I don't have beef with them. I'm not one of those people. I just don't care.
I'm not gonna lie, I get them confused.
Jake and Paul and Logan Paul.
Yeah, because they went through a phase where both of them had long hair, then one of them cut it off, and then the other one cut it off, and then the other one has long hair now. So I don't know.
I think Jake has had dreads. Which, by the way, I think he juices. There ain't no. I mean, his physique is fantastic.
There is so Jake's the bigger one.
Logan is physically bigger, but Jake is more toned and muscular in different areas.
Wait, do they both do podcasts?
No, it's just Logan. Jake is a boxer now. He's not a.
He's the boxer. I thought they both fought.
I think Logan did it. It's like it's like a donation thing or something. I didn't watch it. People paid hundreds to watch that fight. I would never go and watch because it was against KSI, which would make no sense because they were friends and then randomly had beef for like 6 months and then they came out with an energy drink a year later and I'm like, okay.
They had beef just to fight.
I think it was probably just to get more clout, get more attention, but fighting somebody totally settles whatever you had.
Well, yeah, but I also think I noticed some of those like famous YouTuber fights or whatever. They'll say they have beef with this person, but won't tell you the beef, and that's just so you go watch the fight, and there was never actually beef.
Yeah, no. I mean, I give them both props though. They got into a ring and they fought each other. Like that shit was legit, but I would say the best hands down fight I've seen is Eddie Hall versus Thor.
What?
Yeah, Eddie Hall fought Thor.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, hang on, let me check when they did it. They did it
On YouTube? I'm gonna have to watch it.
Yeah, the highlights. Eddie Hall is so like Eddie Hall, by the way, is like 6'3", but standing next to Thor Bjornsson, I can't pronounce his last name. Thor's like 7 feet tall. Hold up. Let me look him up real quick. Eddie Hall versus
Did you watch that video I sent you?
Bjornsson. Yeah, I did not watch it yet. No, I saw it on Facebook too, but I was like, nah, I'll come back and I'll look at it later. It was actually just about a year ago.
Really?
Yeah, because I remember me and Troy were talking about it, which is crazy because I have a bunch of memories pop up. I think just under a year, either a year or 2 years ago, I delivered a couch to a house right by Keenan's, like right next door, and this carpet was just like a thick layer of mold on the ground. There was mold in the ceiling. The kitchen was dedicated just for cat boxes.
No.
And they were all full of shit. It was crazy. But like, do you want us to take out that couch for you? They go, no, just stand it up in that corner. I guarantee it's still in that corner of the couch.
Stand it up, like long way?
Yeah, so it's like not in the way. And there was mold inside that couch and shit. It's that she works at Quick Star now. I'll show you who she is. I feel bad because like I don't know if it's a mental thing or like what the deal. But I'm like Troy's like if I would have known how dirty that house was, because I would never made us deliver it.
Right, or brought masks or something.
Because normally like they didn't do a checklist, but like if you're having somebody move your shit or bring something into your house, be respectful. Make sure it's clean to the best of your ability.
And things are moved out of the way relatively.
Yeah, no, there was cat boxes everywhere in that fucking house. It was not a big house. I want to say it was like...
Were there cats?
4 of them, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And this cat tried running away, but she like, you know how like cats like dig themselves into the couch?
Yeah.
She like rips him off the couch. Come here with Gary. I don't know how we got on this topic.
Rise him off the couch.
I don't know how we got on this topic, but I feel like this is better than the fucking YouTuber one.
Oh my goodness. Have you seen the YouTube videos of, oh crap. There's these 2 guys who go into a hotel, and they just see how dirty everything is. They go to, like, the cheapest hotels, and it's the funniest shit ever.
No, never. You'll have to show me after this podcast.
Okay. I can't remember what they're...
Kind of like a hotel hell kind of deal, like a Gordan Ramsay, but funnier.
It's really funny.
Go ahead. Which is really weird that Gordan Ramsay did a series called Hotel Hell. Because that motherfucker about cooking, not house inspections. What the fuck?
Right, it was really weird. Maybe he was low on money?
No. God, no. That guy's a fucking legend.
I was saying, aren't they bringing a Hell's Kitchen to Naperville?
Yes. Yeah.
So he's making money.
He must have invested a lot into his own companies though, because I saw a documentary of his house back in like 2016. It's been a while. His house is mostly kitchen, but it's a nice house. It's nothing like absurd. It's nothing that if you were to look at it, be like, oh, that's a guy who makes money. but it's nothing ridiculous. Kind of like your parents' house.
So
I would.
humble.
Yeah, but it didn't have multiple floors. It was one just big floor, just like your parents' house. Yeah, very
So long.
long and wide, but it wasn't like I'm on a Hollywood Hills type shit. It was like,
Okay. So discreet.
yeah, you wouldn't know Gordon Ramsay lives there unless you looked inside the kitchen.
And been like, Gordon Ramsay.
He lives in the UK
Yeah.
and here, so I don't know what his house is like.
Here?
Yeah, I don't know what his house is like here in America.
His family in UK?
Ooh, good point. Nah, I'm assuming they would be here. Dad or Gordon Ramsay slaying some mad fucking puss right now.
Yeah.
Because that man's a fucking legend. Like, if I want to meet anyone who cooks, it'd
I
be
feel like if he wanted to, he could be gay too.
Gordon Ramsay.
He could get men.
He can get anyone he wants. He's fucking Gordon Ramsay.
Exactly, that's my point.
I would want to meet Gordon Ramsay. I'd want to see him and Bill Burr in the same room together because those two angers are just completely different.
The anger, oh, you're right. Completely different vibes, but both really intense.
Yeah, for no reason at all.
Yeah, the tension in that room, but like on different playing fields.
Right.
I'd feel lopsided. I already feel lopsided talking about it. Like Gordon Ramsay on my right, Bill Burr on my left. Like I'm angry over here, but like I'm super tense over here.
I think one is more of like being nervous to fuck up and being scared to fuck up because you'll get laughed at.
Yeah.
Which,
Exactly.
speaking of fucking up, we're going to inch off that topic. Because I feel like I don't want to take too long. I hit my blinds. I don't want to take too long on a topic.
Yeah.
We took 7 points on Friday. And I feel like I should address this first into the podcast. Anybody who doesn't know, I bowl. I talk about that enough on this podcast. I feel like I don't get enough. I want to meet Pete Weber.
That name sounds really familiar.
He's a famous bowler.
Is he?
He's the guy that yells, "Fuck you," after he strikes. And, you know, he's the biggest douchebag ever because he's the best. He's one of the best.
Right.
For being a one-hander, and also being a righty. The joke is that right-handed people suck, and if you're left-handed, you're a god for no reason. But, yeah, we took 7 points. It was fun. I was not happy that I got called annoying, though. I think, like, that really set in with me after I was, like, driving home by myself. I'm like, that motherfucker really called me annoying.
Right. His plan was to get in your head during the game, too. What he didn't know is he sent you home on a long drive. Got in your head.
It wasn't more of a got in my head, more of, like, because, you know, oh, doesn't that bother you? No, because we're winning. But you're still annoying, man. No, I know. But the problem is, I think there probably was an attempt because if he truly meant it, he would have never shook my hand.
He shook your hand?
Yeah, he shook my hand. We did like that brother half hug type shit. I said, you know, it's whatever.
Okay, so he was just talking.
It was just too late, though. That was the thing. They weren't loud enough. They tried copying us. I told you that.
Yeah.
Everything I'm telling you now is a repeat, but for the people listening who don't fucking like it and share it, which you should do right now, because we're only 23 minutes. Huh? Yeah, that too. Press subscribe, you fucking assholes. If I hit 25 subscribers, I'll take a laxative on this podcast. I will literally shit in a bucket on this podcast.
In your room?
Room, kitchen, I don't give a fuck. I'll move it to my living room. We'll just...
I was going to say, do it somewhere where it echoes, so like when it hits the
The
bottom
bathroom.
of the bucket, it's
The
gonna be
bathroom.
Like,
The bathroom. I'll cut a hole in my chair and I'll shit into a bucket if we hit 25 subscribers by the end of the month. That way it's like...
Alright, guys,
being called annoying, it's mostly because I'm loud. I'm very loud. I can be. It was hard to be loud Friday. I just had no energy physically.
I mean, yeah, you're loud, but like, I guess if they're not used to you or don't know you, maybe.
No, they thought it was funny all year round, then it happened to them.
Oh.
The thing is that my dad understands I do that, but my dad, I don't think my dad's one to really stand up for me, I guess. Like, I feel like Dave stood up for me more.
Oh, yeah, I think Dave is more boisterous when it comes to that stuff, but your dad is definitely kind of like, I'm just going to watch him do this shit, you know?
I feel like if, whenever stuff like that happens, I just, like, point like that, yeah, that's my dad over there. Because a lot of people know who my dad is. I don't know if I ever told you this. There was a guy named Keith. Did I ever tell you? I can say his name because I don't think he's still alive. My dad says he is, but I don't think so. This guy named Keith took my bowling ball as a joke. They used to bowl on a Sunday morning trio together. And it's like a joke. And my dad just got on his face. And you could see the spit forming off my dad's lips. As this guy was like yelling at this guy who's like 6 foot tall. Like, where's my son bowling ball? Why the fuck are you touching my shit? Just like getting in this guy's face. My dad's very much of like a take action now, ask questions later kind of guy.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
and he's like 270 pounds or something like that. So he's not a light dude.
Right. I remember you telling me that he was yelling at somebody for you, and I think you mentioned Keith, but I don't think you told me about that.
I don't know. I don't know if Keith is still alive. I mean, like,
I could have sworn your dad said he was dead.
no idea. But I feel like because this guy, he's a heavier set. He's not taller than me, but he's thick. He's just really fucking fat. Like, if you were to punch that gut, it'd probably hurt. They're only mad because it happened to them.
Yeah.
And I was telling Dave, I'm like, I was respectful during each shot. Like, I wasn't yelling when they were lining up. Right. I wasn't yelling when they were mid-form. Like, I'm not like that kind of, because I wouldn't want them to do it to me.
Exactly.
You know?
And when you have done it, it's been on accident. It's been pretty fucking funny.
No, I'm upset that I do it when they're mid-form because, like,
but it's still funny.
If I'm bowling against somebody and they're going to shoot 300 and they're going to beat my team, hey, man, congrats, you shot 300. That's, like, for some people, once-in-a-lifetime thing.
Right.
And some people will never even get to experience it. But, I don't know. Getting called... What else happened? Oh, my God. Yeah, that guy, Joe, told me to shut the fuck up because I told Jim he could throw a gutter ball. We already won the first game.
Oh, my God.
He's telling me to shut up. Like, I threw the 7 splits. That guy literally had, like, 7 split. Like, when I say split, like, it was 3 pins, but they were scattered across the lane for people who don't know, right? So it was like a 7 with that red circle over it. It was like 7 splits, 6 splits, 6 splits, 7 split, strike, 7 split. And they were all misses. He wasn't picking this up or anything. It was crazy.
He yelled at you to shut up.
Yeah, he throws his booty on the floor. Shut the fuck up. All right, well, I'm going to drink my beer in victory because, you know, like I was telling you, when you're in playoff mode, it's that first game sets the tone for the rest of the night. But the guy who's who's our leader, was really nice. He was cool. He apologized, and so did John. John also apologized. Those 2 guys are still on my good list, but the rest of them can go fuck themselves.
I wonder if they were just in a mood, like tensions were high.
They were happy all first game. Like, all up till the 8th frame, they were having a blast, being loud, and then the 10th frame, they fucking blew it. That's the only reason why we won first game. They were like, yeah, like, buying beers. They had, like, 2 buckets down there. And then they were, like, laughing, have a good time playing cards. And then second game was quiet. You would assume we weren't even bowling.
Wow.
Yeah, I did get quiet second game, though, because I was like, oh, my God. I was so tired at that point.
Yeah, you told me you hit a wall around that time.
Yeah.
Game?
I would say it's physically demanding when I was finally using my thigh muscle a lot more. So I think that was a big thing.
Oh, right. So it's going to be sore. Especially because it's deeper in there.
Yeah, it's not like we said, though. It's starting to surface, but it's starting to get more of that purple. I'll show you right now. Like, it's starting to get more purple, though. So I think that's good, though.
That's good. Usually, it's actually getting more yellow, which is better because it goes through the purple stage before.
No, like it was yellow, and now there's splotches of purple coming up.
Oh, so that just means there's more coming up.
Oh, well.
To the surface. That's good.
I feel good, though. Feel a lot better. I just can't lay on it, though, yet. That's the thing. Not yet. Can't step on it. Can't hit it. So swollen.
Stepping on you?
Opal?
Oh, I forgot about Opal. She does step on you a lot. Yeah, I noticed that you can't really, touch it or roll on it or lay on it because in the middle of the night, sometimes I'll wake up to you going, ugh, and it's because you're hitting it. And I'm like, oh, okay, all right. And last night, I think, were we at my place? I moved your hand off of it because you kept pushing on it, and I didn't know why.
I don't know. Maybe my subconscious wanted to feel pain or something. I don't know.
Must have, because like your hand was on it, and you pushed it, and you're like, ow! And then you kept doing that like 2 or 3 times, and I was like, dude, and I moved your wrist. Do you not remember that?
No, self-harm, but without the cutting. Look at that. It's possible.
Whoa, mind blown.
Pew!
Your sleep.
Oop, I just touched my mic.
Just so everybody knows I'm moving this up a little bit.
They're not going to hear it, I don't think. I fuck with it all the time. I don't hear it in the background. I have my mic closer, hoping that picks up more for me, because last time I feel like I was at a distance because I was laying too far back, but I hope this is better.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
And also the way it sits is like the mic's like a siren looking thing on the inside, and if you face it towards you, you can get direct pan. I'll show you
like
when we're done.
Token?
You know, take it off. Take it off right now. They're gonna hear.
I think I've seen it, but like a token, right?
Yeah. You know what? Don't take it off. Don't. I'll just show you later. But yeah, it was we do carry on next week. I think we got this next week. You took a mad offense though when I told you I didn't want you there on Fridays because I feel like I'm bowling better without you there.
I did because of the way you said it.
Had
you explained it, okay, that makes a lot of sense. You know.
It's more relaxing, I guess.
Right. Because you're less distracted.
I would say so, yeah.
Exactly.
And also, we haven't having tables either. We've been sitting at the bar with very limited space. It's so annoying.
Is it uncomfy too then?
No, just to walk. Which sucks ass, but it
Extra steps.
Which you would think I would want a lot of those, but I don't really care for them as much. Like, if I wear my Fitbit at work, I average about 15,000 steps a day. But that's because I'm standing there and pressing a pedal and shit. So, like, it's activating my counter.
Oh.
Yeah, but I'm still doing the stepping, though. It's not like it's not being stepped.
I never really understood people who track their steps. Like, how many steps are good steps?
What do you mean? Like, which ones can actually count as a step?
Oh, like...
I wear it to look at my heart rate and stuff when I'm working out. That's a big thing for me.
Yeah, see, I think looking at your heart rate and things like that are important, but steps in a day. Everybody has a different type of stride.
Mine's set at 10,000, which is like a mile and a half, 3 miles.
Is it? Okay.
I think it's like 3.62 miles.
I just don't understand, I guess.
For 10,000? How many?
I'd like to have one just look at my heart rate, but only because my heart rate can get pretty high. I don't have any heart issues.
That you know of.
Bum, bum, bum.
Oh my god, dude, I took a fat shit earlier. Oh my god.
I've been constipated.
Not me. I took a shit and I looked down because I stood up and I'm like, dude, my turd was literally standing up. Like
Out of the water, taking a peek at you.
leaning tower of peanuts because it had nuts inside it and stuff. It's so funny. Which that never made sense to me. Corn and peanuts never digest properly. Why?
So why do we eat them?
Well, that's a good question. I have no idea.
But nuts are good for you. Is it like the shell or is it like...
No. Like, it's the actual fucking nut that you... Like, my fucking shit was...
The fever scene?
What movie was that from?
Oh, crap. I don't know. I'll have to look it up.
But I was like, why? Yeah, like, why are we eating it if it's not being digested properly? Like, what's with corn?
What's the deal, bro?
Yeah, like, I want to know. But if you eat popcorn...
That shit doesn't digest either.
It doesn't?
No.
I don't eat popcorn.
Okay, so, like, you know when the popcorn pops, right? And you get that, like...
Kernel?
Yeah, you know when the kernel pops, right? So the white part, and then there's, like, the brown, like, thin shelly part on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
That little brown part is what does not digest. I only know that because there was one day I ate a whole bag of popcorn by myself, and later on, I think it was the next day, I pooped, and I looked at it, I was like, what is that lumpy stuff in there, you know? And it's the shelly part.
Pull your glasses out with a fucking binocular.
Binocular, little magnifying glass.
I don't examine my stuff at all. I just noticed I was standing up, and I was like, ha! Leaning tower of peanuts. So...
Well, yeah, I don't really, like, stare at my shit. I just kind of, like, stood up, and I was like, what's that shit in there? What's the shit in my shit?
I think for me, it's like, depending on, like, at work, I have to check. Like, I've been having protein shits and stuff consistently for the past month, and it sucks.
Are those liquidy for you?
Huh?
Are those liquidy for you?
No, could be, but mixture of both,
Like
right?
mixer, yeah.
So I'll be at work and I'm like, oh, let me just take a quick peek. Yeah, I should do like a halftime flush. Just to be sure, because I think it's so embarrassing when you flush and you don't notice that it goes down all the way. And then someone comes in, oh, who did it flush? But you did it
like
just...
half the shit is still there?
Yeah, it's like fucking like small chunks, baby rabbit type shit, bro.
Wait, have you ever shit like a piece of shit so long that it's just like kind of curls up out of the hole?
No.
That's awkward.
Ugh. Jesus.
There's one time it was just super long and it like...
And your butthole didn't clench once to fucking cut it off?
No, I was like, I'm getting this baby out. I'm getting this baby out. So I pushed
Do you believe in like the squatty potty to help you shit?
Yes.
I don't think that works.
See, I didn't think it worked until what was I stepping on?
I got a tight asshole, bro. What can I say? I've never done anal.
I don't think no, that's just the position of your pelvic floor.
No, it doesn't do anything. It's all mind over matter, bro. I literally like hold my breath like I'm getting ready to bench 300 pounds, and I'm just like, whoop, and I just push, and it comes out, boom, solid. Never would even expect.
I just saw a video on this actually. So there was a girl who was pushing so hard, and so like,
Gave herself a hernia?
So you know when you like orgasm, you're releasing everything, right? You just lose control of everything. Okay? Everything relaxes because everything's just being pushed out. Well, Yeah, same thing happens when you poop and you push too damn hard because somebody's uterus fell out of her vagina.
What does that mean? Like uterus? Like what do you? Well, wait, whoa! The vagina fell out?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, I didn't know if I still had shit stuck to me, but she's like, I looked down there and it looked like I have a whole penis. I was like, what?
That I would
So now I'm terrified to push.
I would leave her. I would be like, all right, sorry, babe, you got a dick now. I'm out. I'm out. I would totally use that as an advantage because I know, like, if we didn't work out, I'm going after someone older, like 33, 34, maybe 40, someone who drives an Audi. I'm not saying anyone specific currently, but
Somebody who has money. We've had this talk before, I know.
we have, yeah.
But
But
Audi, somebody who's older but not out of your, like, not above 40 or something like that.
if you're 45, you got to pass the fucking check. Like, does your pussy smell like fish fillet from McDonald's? And if so, how many pieces of cheese does it have? 1, 2, or 3? And that's a lot of cheese. It should be half a slice. So if you
half a slice, not melted.
exactly. So I think like, and is there tartar sauce?
Ooh. Chunky tartar sauce. Tartar sauce.
Is there different types of tartar sauce?
Tartar sauce, I mean, is usually pretty. I mean, ow. Sorry, I didn't mean to kick you. That. Anyways, tartar sauce is sometimes chunky. Depends on how much, like, I don't know what's cut up into it, but stuff can be cut up into it. Like the tartar sauce from Culver's, I don't think is that chunky, but the tartar sauce that my residents get is pretty fucking chunky.
I'm looking up the ingredients.
What else goes with fish? Crust.
That's it. Bread, cheese, and tartar sauce. Mayonnaise, chopped pickles, relish, herbs such as tarragon and dill. So that's it, basically. Which I don't eat fish, so I'm lucky for that.
Have you ever had tartar sauce?
No.
I like it.
Do you know? Like a burger? Would you put it on your burger?
Oh fuck no.
But I would say that's a good one for me. Like I think I would date someone who's like in their 30s or 40s, so that way I wouldn't have to worry about like. But God forbid I'm dating someone I had a crush on and I'm dating their mother. Dude, like you could only imagine, is the pussy just as good as the mom? Yeah.
I mean, it came from that, so I would think so. Right?
Yeah, no. God, no. You could take care of it in different ways.
Oh, true. There are different ways of people taking care of it.
Like, you know how Patrick Starr, in that one episode when he was sleeping and he was working on that butt clamp shit and he was squeezing it together, dude? If I was a girl, I would be using hand grippers. Like, you know, you could test your strength with those things. I'd be doing that on my pussy. I'd be giving dudes the ride of their life.
That's what Kegels are for, love.
Kegels?
You don't know what Kegels are?
No.
So, it's like a weight you put up there and, like, you can...
No way.
Yeah. Sometimes it has an attachment you can stick in your vagina and you just hold a weight in there and just hold it for a second.
Why aren't you doing that?
The fuck? I don't need to.
Is it for, like, women who give birth and shit?
I mean, yeah, to help keep your pelvic floor tight.
I'm not saying you're fucking loose, because if you were, I would have left you. But I'm saying, like, Jesus, no.
I mean, but I do exercise just to, like, hold because I feel like it's important.
Men need to start. I want to start building my dick muscle, dog.
Like, you know how you can flex your penis?
Yeah.
Women can clench their vagina, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, as long as we hold that, like, for 30 seconds and then repeat that, like you would do a simple rep at the gym, it helps your pelvic floor a lot. And that's why I do it, just because it helps.
Okay.
Especially, like, I don't know, tampons, things like that.
If you guys can hear the weather outside, I apologize. It's really fucking...
It's going...
windy. Yeah, your house almost blew over yesterday. The fuck you mean? That little house outside, that little playground, did it blow over to there? No.
No, it didn't, but the swing was there after.
Oh, I totally forgot to move it.
I know.
I was driving home like, did I forget something?
Nah.
Now I'm like, nah, I'll go back, look later, and I never did.
Yeah, so I live in a really old farmhouse. Like, it was my grandma's grandparents.
But it's remodeled on the inside. You have to tell people that, because then people don't know. It's like a fucking sleeper, dude. You'd never know.
Right, so they built it, and then it was usually just like a small room, like one individual room, and then they added to the top floor, they added an extra room where my bedroom is, and a laundry room, and then they added a garage. And that was all throughout...
Then a sunroom.
Decades. I think that was there. But, I mean, it's relatively remodeled in the in the
Everywhere, I would say,
inside.
besides, like, the bathroom.
Yeah. But anyways, so somebody had installed windows wrong, and so we had to get that done when I first moved in, because you could see through the side of a window. Like, yeah, obviously a window is fucking glass, but like, you know, the frame part, you could see straight outside. And so everything else I noticed after they redid the windows are brand spanking new, look really good. But the house itself, you can hear everything when a storm comes through. Feel everything. Like, you can feel the house shift in the wind.
I mean, I feel like this apartment's the same way. My apartment's relatively new.
I mean, you can hear everything, but
It's
you
the
feel it?
shingles out there, not the shim. What are the things? Siding. The siding.
The shims.
The shims are the roof part.
No, shingles are the roof part.
Oh, no, shims are what I use on my dyes at work. Ignore that. I start clashing two things together.
But anyways, yeah, I live in a really old house. Especially, I don't know if you've ever been upstairs when it's super windy. Have you? No. If you go up to the upstairs part and it's super windy, you can feel that, like, more tilt than when you're downstairs. Like, yeah, you can feel stuff when you're downstairs, but you can feel it sway almost.
I think that's not safe.
I don't feel like it is either, but you know what? It's okay.
If it's not gonna be the house that kills you, it'd be a branch from one of those fucking trees that fall through the roof.
Yeah, true. Did you see that one of the branches did fall off, but not near the house, over by the front of the drive?
No, it was big.
I don't know, it was a big chunk. It kind of looked like something was struck, but like something hit it.
Nice.
Yeah.
I
want a bunch of dead trees by my house.
I want to put. They're not dead. They're just dead because it's fucking winter time. Those aren't winter trees.
No, some of them are dead.
They all sprout in the winter time, summertime.
Not all of them.
How much more bet right now?
I'm scared to know.
I literally looked at them last year. I was like, no reason to cut them down if they're not fucking dead.
They are dead though. We thought we talked about it.
Some of the branches could use a good trimming every once in a goddamn while. Jesus.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Nah, but I want to put like a rod in the middle of a field. I want to do this with like Kevin or something, like before thunderstorms, right? And then tie a rope to it, and then walk back like a half a mile, and then when it starts to rain, like crank that bitch back and let it go, so it's like shaking vigorously when it's thunder and lightning outside, so it strikes the pole. Now it would damage the property, but it's not my property I have to worry about, so I don't give a fuck.
Wait, like what kind of pole are we talking about?
Copper, anything that can get struck by lightning, that's all I want.
Huh.
Now, probably wood with like a little piece of metal on the top would probably be better, so that way if it does get struck by lightning, the wood burns.
Oh yeah.
That way they will be like, alright, who the fuck did this?
True. My thought process is just go stand up on the grain bins with like a little...
But then I get struck. I don't want to get struck.
The
idea is to see a lightning strike with my bare eyes only half a mile away.
My naked eyeball.
You know, and it's like, I think that would be so fucking funny and cool.
Yeah.
Kevin, you were supposed to do it, but he ended up getting drunk.
No.
I gotta take a piss right now. Can you guide this podcast so I go take
Would that not be more fun
What?
if Kevin was drunk?
No, he just got a little bit too drunk and we couldn't leave the house because he couldn't drive his mini bike out there with the... Yeah, because I think I told you that, God, what was that one story I told you where me and Kevin biked to fucking Walmart? I was buzzed off my ass.
Were you buzzed?
Oh my God, I almost drove into the middle of the road.
I don't remember you telling me that part, but I do remember you telling me you drove to Walmart, or biked to Walmart.
I will tell the story. I'm going to go to the bathroom first. I'm going to let you guide the podcast.
Okay, I gotta think of what I want to talk about it.
You can read off my topic list if you want.
Ooh, okay.
Wait, let me take the one that you... No, that I fucking already talked about. Why are you pulling away from me?
I don't know.
Here, I'll give you one and you just start swinging it off from there. Tell us your opinion on sex on the beach.
Oh, I just smacked my chin on the mic. Ooh, my bad.
You're
Sex
gonna
on...
hear me pee. I'm gonna try peeing super loud so they can fucking hear it.
So should I shut up?
No. You can keep going. I'm gonna try to see if I can try hitting it hard enough against the toilet.
Pee on the wall. Anyways, sex on the beach. Sand will get in your cooter. Sand could get sucked up your butt. Scary. Also, I've gotten sand in my mouth before. That shit doesn't come out, I feel like, for days. You breathe it in, dangerous. Get it in your eyeball, you're looking at cuts, bruises. He must be orgasmic. Anywho, also, for guys, those little sand particles could get in your urethra, your teeny tiny hole. On a different note, I'm just curious. How bad does it hurt when you stick something in that thing? Because I know guys do that for sexual pleasure.
I'm back. I hope they heard me peeing. That'd be fucking awesome.
That would be awesome. I bet you they heard you moaning.
That was the idea.
Right.
So I'll just mark down the time that I started to pee, so that way I can go back and see if I can listen to it before I post it.
Okay, so I can timestamp my pee. What about? Have you seen guys do that or like heard about that?
Oh no.
Stretching their urethra.
No, I know.
They do it for sexual pleasure.
Gross.
Oh, and your ear hole. Sand will get in your ear hole between your toes. Crunchy.
Oh, God, so many questions. I feel like you did not carry that like I was hoping you would.
No,
You sounded very stressed under pressure. Just gotta let it flow.
No, I was just ranting about where the sand could why it wouldn't come out, and that's why you should not have sex on the beach. Unless you lay a gigantic towel down. But either way, that towel shifts, it moves, it sways, it grooves.
Is that all? Are you good?
I was about to go on a song there, so yeah.
Oh, were you? I feel I gotta make a rap just for this fucking podcast one day. Like, why is this podcast only 3 minutes? And it's
I've been
gonna
waiting for you to.
I want to, but I feel like it'll just go too hard, and then I'm gonna be like the next God's plan. Well, like, I'm gonna be the next fucking Beatles, bro. I'm gonna take the.
You're gonna be that next kid on YouTube who's like, pussy, 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 marijuana.
First off, that kid's a living legend, and I don't know if
I mean.
And I will never be up to his status of how much pussy you can slay in one go.
I wonder what he's doing now.
Pussy and marijuana. That's it, exactly. Colts 45. Nah, that's I would top them though. I don't know lyrics. I wish I could tell you if I knew the lyrics or not.
I don't know.
If anybody is still listening in for 47 minutes, congratulations. You win a pee break. Checkpoint, a little stop, a little break time. What? Why'd you? Oh, I thought I was like break time. I'm like, what would that have to do with the car? I'm like, cars have brakes. Dude, I want to take the floorboard out of my truck. Like, I want to yabba dabba do. Like, I want to yabba dabba do that bitch across town with my feet and everything.
I used to think that's how we drove cars.
How?
When I was little, like,
you just fucking think your mom and dad didn't have a floor in the front seat?
I was so fucking confused. There was time where I would peek. I'd be like, "Hey, yo, what's up there?" Because let me. Wait, I realized. Okay, so when I was little, you know those like little type cars that you could put a kid in and like you could pick them up, throw them around. They're like, "Woo, okay." Well,
I'm gonna come back with that story. I got a story to tell.
I thought that was like legit because I remember I'm like, how do people drive? Because Brayden and I would sit in it, right? Well, his little legs were too damn slow for me, so I was going like this, and his legs were like breaking. They're like,
yeah, because they're too big.
No, well, not just too big, but because I was walking faster than he was. I was like, man, you gotta keep up. How do people drive? You know, I was like, what the fuck? And then a few years later, I think we got one of those like battery-powered Jeepy things, and I was like, wow, everything's, charged by a battery, but I don't see my parents plugging in their cars, so I'm confused.
Dude, you were ahead of the game before it even started.
What do you mean?
You're thinking about electric vehicles.
True, but I didn't really understand the electric part. I just knew the plug went into the wall, and then that gave it go-go, you know?
Right. I would, I'm gonna comment on that fucking little Tykes thing. First off, that wheel, the wheel was not connected to the axle of the car. It was just two wheels connected, like table wheels that can just spin when you turn it. Yeah. Right? And that, to me, is fucking bullshit. How are you going to have a little car like that, and the wheel, it's not going to be connected on an axle? It should be treated as such like a wagon.
I never thought about that.
Because wagons, did you know that, it's not like you're pulling it. It's the wagon literally, it's connected to the axle.
Right.
Which you don't see those fucking wagons around anymore, the plastic ones. Mm-mm. Oh my god, dude.
I saw one. That was a long time ago.
They're like, it's a little Tice wagon, isn't it?
Yeah, we had one of those.
I'm going to share a story because...
now they're putting their kids in, like, tote bags. Like, tote wagons.
Oh, like the cloth ones?
Yeah.
Those ones are a lot better, though.
Are
they?
They
Come with, like, seats and umbrellas and shit. I'm looking up wagons.
It just looks like you're carrying around in a bag, so I was like,
Yeah, they don't... Yeah, they sell them, but they're like $100 now.
I bet.
But the tote one... This one comes with like a whole shade on top, cup holder, seats, and it's $209.
Damn, where's the seat warmers, though? The toe warmer?
Yeah, for real. Like
the little microwave?
I actually stole one from someone's house. I stole the little Tykes truck one. It was a truck ride and had like a little bed on the back, and I stole that bitch.
Why? Wait, so what happened to it?
We destroyed that fucker. Oh, you know what? So Dawn got it from one of her friends. I think I took it because she said, hey, it's going away. Mm-hmm. I said, fucking bet. So me and Caleb, my stepbrother, we were fucking around. I had him inside. I could put your feet up so you don't get caught. And I was like, I took a tow hitch and I put it in the back of my bike and I put it on the back on the front of this car. And once you got a good steamroll ahead, I think the problem is with that kind of stuff is that it's a lag. So if you slow down for even a split second, if you're going from 2 miles an hour to 1 back to 2, mm-hmm. that tension breaks. So it fucking like jolts it forward. Yep. But we had a good time with it. And then we would take turns like sitting on top of the roof and then like riding, because we live on a hill. We would take it and we would just drive down the driveway because we have a hill on our driveway. Right. Or my dad does. And that bump at the end fucking goes flying. Ridiculous. And we put it in the wintertime. Then we sooner or later got too big for it and broke it. But, everything good must come to an end. I think like me and Caleb, if anything, Caleb will be the next stuntman, if anything. Like, he does stupid shit that I used to do.
Straight up Steve-O shit.
For real. Caleb's gonna go far. And I'll explain why, right? Because I was trying to see how fast I can get Caleb to go in this wagon. It's like... Dude, that's probably why he knows how to play the piano. Because I probably hit his head on something that like made him trigger. Became a genius. Exactly. So, anybody who doesn't know, my stepbrother Caleb was really good at the piano, and I'm not taking credit for it, but I think it'd be funny if that was the reasoning.
Like, but I am.
And so Caleb's like, "What if we try a rope to it?" And I was like, "Good idea, because then my feet won't hit the back of the wagon, right?" So I gave it some slack. I gave us like a good 5 feet apart. Right. So if he tried to talk, I couldn't hear him over the wind and everything, because at the time I downloaded this app to see how fast I can run. But the problem is, in order for me to look at it, I had to stop, and I would lose already speed on it. The fastest I could run was like 16 to 17 miles an hour. That's what it was telling me. I don't know if it was real or not. And so I have Caleb. It was going great for the first 5 minutes, and then Caleb did something that threw out the rope untied mid-run. And it was just so happened that he was right by a curb. And he completely, like, it got caught. The wheel of the wagon got caught on the curb. And fucking just, all you see is his head go right on the pavement, dude. Like, I was scared shitless. I was like, I just killed my stepbrother. I'm like, dude, like, I just fucked this kid's life up for good because I have like 5 concussions and I know how I turned out, dude. Like, I just fucked this kid's life up. But then he gets up and he goes, "Oh, wow, let's do it again." And I was like, "Woo!"
It's because you didn't remember what happened.
No, he had a bump on his head, but it was nothing too crazy. It wasn't a concussion.
No brain bleed.
No, it was good. Dawn was just like, "Yeah, if you start to feel sick or anything, tell me."
Right. If you try to go sleep, tell me.
No, like, he was fine. Like, we'll check on it. But it was good. Like, we were still outside for the rest of the day. And I was so scared to tell Dawn, my stepmom. I was like, "Oh my God." I was like, "Hey, like, he hit his head. Maybe don't let him go to bed early tonight."
Might not wake up in the morning.
Yeah, and I remember Daniel. He was just like, "Oh." That was it. He just said, "Oh."
I thought you said he saw it happen.
Yeah. David and Daniel were on the porch watching us, and I just remember David covering his ears. I'm like,
when he smacked his head.
I think David.
he said, "Oh, I forgot to cover my eyes."
Yeah, dude, and I know what it's like to go from like 5 to 10 miles an hour to a complete stop, because I think I told you a story about how me and my friend Kevin stole an office chair from the hospital, and we were just taking turns like on a slight hill and pushing each other into the curb.
Walk into a hospital and take a chair?
It was at the front door. It wasn't our fault. It was literally like a brand new office chair, and we broke it the same day. And like, we on Higgins Road, there's that hill there, and there's a curb because it curves around.
Right.
So there's a curb on that curve. Not the same word.
I know.
And we would like take turns pushing each other down as fast as we could get it. And then we would like the plan was like the barrel roll and survive without fucking your shit up, because there's only so much grass you can land on.
Right.
So you're like literally like getting pushed as fast as you can, and you know you're gonna hit the curb. But it was fun. It was a good time.
Okay, you didn't get hurt? No scars from that one?
Not that I can remember. I have a lot of scars from a lot of that me and Kevin used to do. I cut my like the one thing that did not scar, and I did not tell my dad because I didn't think he'd take me seriously. It was Kevin and me when we cut down a tree on a golf course, which is a whole different story.
All right.
I'll just tell the story right now because I already fucking brought it up. So me and Kevin's like, what do you want to do today? I'm like, I don't know. I kind of want to do something like, I want to break something. He goes, well, my dad's out of town for the weekend for work, and his dad's a fucking prick. I've been over this 100 times. And I was like, oh man, we should do something with your dad's saw. And Kevin's like, in his drill set. And I was like, hell yeah. So he gets like 2 axes. I take the big long saw, and we go find a big tree on a golf course, which, by the way, looking back, I could have gone to jail for that because that's trespassing and damage of property.
Right, exactly.
And I have a lot of stories about that golf course. But we crossed the road, right? And as soon as we crossed the road with the saw and axes, a cop turns out. we come like feet away from the cop. Like, we made eye contact, and and in order to get from his house, you have to cross the road into a little ditch with like a slight woods, and then up the hill into the golf course.
Right.
And I remember, I'm like, Kevin, do we turn around? He goes, no, it's too late. And I was like, good point. So,
the saw behind
no,
your
we
back.
still went and chopped down the tree.
No, but did you hide the saw? Or did you just like...
Nope. Well, you couldn't. The saw was bigger than me.
Exactly.
It was a 2-person saw. That shit they used in like the back, like 1980s.
So there's these 2 little kids dragging axes and saw
across onto the golf field. That cop had to knew what we were doing. I don't honestly
that
just
or
like...
you thought you were gonna murder somebody. He's like, don't feel like dealing with that today.
Yeah, it's my Friday. I don't care. And I remember we cut down the tree, and when we were heading back, it was on like an old rusty saw, like an antique. And I remember slicing my ankle open with it, and I just pulled my sock over it. And then Kevin's like, yeah, you'll probably end up getting like lockjaw or something. And I was like, I didn't have a phone on me, so I was like, oh, I'll just look it up later. Never did. Never got lockjaw, but I mean...
You forget about it?
Yeah, I just cleaned the wound, and it was fine. But then again, I was only like, 11? So I already had my tetanus shot like a few years prior.
Right.
So, which I am due for another tetanus at some point, but I mean, I'm old enough now to where it's like, all right, if there's rust involved, I wear fucking gloves. I don't fuck around with rust.
Right.
I'm scared. I don't know. But
Scared of rust?
Getting fucking tetanus shot. Fuck that. That shit hurts.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. How you doing over there? I'll just tell my stories about fucking...
I'm telling your stories that I've already heard, but like they're still good to listen to. I like listening to your stories.
It's a
like the wildest story.
I need to get Kevin on this. Yeah. So I'm gonna try getting.
Still talk to him?
No, I have not reached out, but I'll reach out to him. I'll reach out to his wife because it's a lot easier to get a hold of her.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
And I just think that'll be a lot better. We'll drive out there, and then we will probably get food and stuff and do a podcast.
Yeah.
Because I want to get other people on this podcast. I'm gonna order more mics first.
Right.
I want to see where we're at with that, and then
Also because that one's broken.
No, it's just a little stand that is. That's why I use this one. Because you fucking assholes can't work it properly.
I did it properly the second time. You watched. I saw you eyeballing my ass.
But other than that, yeah, me and Kevin, we done some stupid shit. Me, Kevin, Devontae, Duda, Isaiah, like, that right there is a whole 24-hour podcast easily.
Oh, yeah.
Not with
Easily,
Ernest.
with your stories. What?
Huh?
You Hang out with who?
Now Ernest and Susu, though.
Oh.
I used to have a friend named Casper.
Yeah, I remember you telling me.
Yeah, I wonder what happened to him.
He's a ghost now.
First off, I knew Casper the movie The Ghost before I knew Casper the Kid.
Damn.
So, first off, oh my god, what if Casper the Ghost, I'm trying to remember that movie.
Casper.
That was a Halloween movie.
Ghost. Yeah.
Let me look him up really quick.
There's a cartoon, too.
You're really just gonna be quiet while I'm looking this up? Man,
Oh, I'm sorry.
bad co-host, everybody. I'm sorry.
I was just thinking about Casper the Friendly Ghost. Singing a song.
Oh wow, very nostalgic. Very nostalgic.
You know what else is
Jeez.
nostalgic?
Fucking Casper looks like a fucking fetus.
But did you see, okay, when he turns into a boy, he looks normal? Well, obviously, because he... that was it.
I'm looking up the human. Wow, you're just really quiet. Oh my
I was
god.
trying to think of what I was saying.
Is this fucking Johnny Bravo or something? Jesus Christ.
What are you looking up? Yeah, I told you that's the one where he turns into a boy, so that's his human
What
self.
a pussy slayer, dog. Oh my god. Yeah, the movie was okay. Still holds up in my opinion.
He'd get his dick wet for Casper.
What makes him turn human? Like a spell? Or is this the same girl who's in the Addams Family?
I think a spell, yeah. Yeah, that's
Really?
Christina Ricci. She played Wednesday.
Dude, she got hotter as she got older, dude. Oh my god.
Last time I showed you a picture where you called her ugly.
Really? Maybe she... Well, that's what happens when you do drugs. Stay away from drugs.
Stay away from drugs, kids.
Unless it's like weed, I guess we can get over that because it's proven to be healthy for you.
Marijuana. It is. It is.
I'll never do it. I don't think. Oh, my fucking ass hurts. Man,
Did you too hard in the ass last night?
No, it's called I don't have fucking ass bones, bro.
That doesn't even make sense.
Fuck off my shit. I don't have good ass bones or something. I don't know.
No.
Yeah, if your ass hurts when you're sitting, it means you just have poor posture.
Yeah. Or if your legs go numb when you're sitting, it means you have poor posture.
Stop rocking your leg. It's distracting me.
Why?
It just is. First off, worst socks I've ever seen. It does not give your ankle any definition.
The fuck? Socks are supposed... Okay, first off...
But look at my fucking
they're
ankles.
too big and they're children's 8 to 12s. And I don't understand because I was size 7 foot 6.5.
That's not big at all. That's half my foot.
But that's in women's.
Woo?
Yeah. So this is children 8 to 12.
Ugh.
And these socks are ankle socks, but they go above my ankle.
I'm judging you right now.
I know you are.
I'm judging you.
He judges me hardcore for my socks and stuff.
Some of the socks you fucking wear make it look like you're on the House of the Prairie. Little House on the
That's
Prairie.
because I have cute little ones with ruffles. And...
Oh my god.
But it's okay because I got a girl's opinion and she agreed that my socks were not it. So.
It is what it is, I guess. Had to adjust my mic so I can come back. It's dark outside already. I just looked outside. I was like, oh my god. It's already dark. It's already 8. I did nothing this weekend. I had nothing planned. All my friends became hermits.
That and... Yeah, I was going to say one, but I didn't have anything.
I have like a small group of friends that are actually busy with their lives, but other than that, like the rest of them, fucking lazy ass fucking people who don't see the sun. I'm hoping that changes this summer.
That or they just misuse their money, I guess?
It's not even a money thing. It's getting out of the house and fucking doing something with your friends. But, I try to do something. Oh, I can't go because I can't afford it. How? You don't have bills at home.
Or you were out doing something earlier.
Yeah, I can't afford...
tickets for concerts or... I don't know.
Which a lot of people have been trying to sell Morgan Wallen concert tickets lately. I've seen that pop up. Oh, we're not going now randomly.
I noticed that too.
But
they're trying to resell them for more.
No, some people ask for less. You want to know
How
what
much?
you want to know what the trick is though? They fucking buy these tickets that are a year and a half out because no one's thinking about a year and a half from now. Right? So, Morgan Wallen, for example. Morgan Wallen has like tickets out for next fucking February, right? We'll say that. And the tickets are only $500 instead of now when they're $2,000 for the same seat. Difference is you can't go to this first concert that you have bought tickets for because you're going to be busy. So, you sell them for your best offer because you already got tickets next year. You have something to look forward to. You know what I mean? They're either buying them for now, and then they're buying another set in the future, to which they know Morgan Wallen will still be hot and drop another fucking album. I know he's gonna drop another album by next March. I know he is.
Oh yeah.
Morgan Wallen's in a state of like, he hasn't even peaked yet. No. So when these people, when they buy $2,000 in tickets, they go, okay, we're gonna spend $1,000 on a nice good ticket each. But what we're going to do is we're going to buy tickets that are only $500 on the floor, so that when next year rolls around, no matter what happens, they still make their money back. Even now, people will buy them and then be like, oh, I'm not going to be able to make it. Something changed. I'm moving. Won't have time.
It's happening way too often.
Because people are making money off it. But I'm not a fan of the whole Ticketmaster thing. I've bitched about it on podcasts before where it's like, Ticketmaster is fucking raking these prices up. Mm-hmm. That's why Morgan Wallen gives out free shows at this point, because he's like, fucking, I've made my money.
Right. It's not benefiting him.
He lost a lot of money during COVID, though. I just watched that podcast from like 3 years ago with Morgan Wallen and Theo. I guess like during COVID, he wasn't doing any shows, so he had to pay people out of pocket. So he lost a lot of money doing that.
Wow.
But I was like, damn, that must suck. Must suck to be you. I'm kidding.
Good thing I'm not Morgan Wallen.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably I was releasing fucking songs during the pandemic. Like, oh my god, I need to keep this thing going. Which I still cannot believe it's almost been 4 years. Wait. It's been 4 years.
Has it?
Yeah. Started in 2019. It's 2023.
That's crazy.
You already know. Fucking, I really don't care, though. I'm just glad I could bowl again. I was like, it was a nice take like a break from it, but coming back was so hard because I didn't know what to do. I was like, I don't know, I'm just gonna fucking wing it.
It
like,
was, and from that time to now, I can see how much you've grown.
You were not there when I started bowling.
When you started bowling from when you picked it up for this tournament too.
What?
What are we talking about?
Me coming back from bowling from COVID.
Yeah, wasn't I there?
No, wasn't even talking to you yet. See, everybody, this is how she tries to throw herself inside a scenario that she was never in.
Nuh-uh, I thought we were talking about the same thing.
No, we were not.
I don't try to do that.
Look at the fence. I'm scared.
The fence.
We should end it off on this. Where you try to put yourself in a scenario that you never existed in yet. I'm not gonna lie to you. Sometimes you'll be like, you remember? I'll be like, no, because I can't remember.
You can't remember dick shit.
No. Nope. Which I'm okay with. Because I just admit to it, and I will not try to insert myself into a spot. Like I
wasn't trying to insert myself.
I'm not saying it was a bad thing. Everybody, this is a daily issue I have. Probably the same with Claudia. She probably thinks this is an issue, but I'm just saying that I did not talk to you yet at that point. And if I did, we were just friends still.
Right.
I did not tell you I was bowling.
Right.
You didn't even know I bowled until we started dating. I said the year in the beginning.
I know. I didn't realize it until after I had said my thing.
Tisk, 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 tisk. For shame on you. For shame. You got anything else you want to add in this podcast? I'm gonna let people thinking for the rest of the fucking next 3 days if I was actually judging you or not.
No.
No?
I don't think so.
That's it?
Yeah, because what else would I say?
I don't know. It's anything you want, I guess. Just don't say the N-word. Which Isaiah's like, it's not the No Filter podcast if you're not saying the N-word on there. He goes, I'm not saying you have to drop the hard R, but he's like, you can at least drop a few A's in there. And I'm like, no. My friend Isaiah is black, by the way. And if you were to hear his voice, you would be like, Jesus.
Honestly, just bringing a black person to say that one word.
You know what? Hang on, I'm going to pull up an audio clip that me and him were talking about. I'll see if this mic can pick up how like deep his voice is for no reason. You know, the mic ain't gonna do it justice. I already know. Let me find him. Okay. I'm scared to play one of these voice messages because I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what this is, but I hope it's something bad.
Gonna send them motherfuckers a U-Haul.
I don't know what we're talking about, but.
Oh my god.
There's this guy who goes, we've been sending people food in the desert for years now. And we were driving out there, and you want to know why they don't have any food out there? Because you can't fucking grow it. It's in the desert. You know, here.
You want to stop world hunger? Stop sending them food. Don't send these people another bite, folks. You want to send them something? You want to help? Send them U-Hauls. Send them U-Hauls, some luggage. Send them a guy out there that goes, hey, we've been driving out here every day with your food for like the last, 30, 40 years. And we were driving out here a day across the desert, and it occurred to us there wouldn't be world hunger if you people would live where the food is! You live in a desert! You live in a fucking desert!
He's a legend, by the way. And that's what we were talking about. That's why I said get the U-Hauls. But that is so fucking true. How long have I been bitching about us driving out there? We've been sending them stuff to grow food, but what are they going to do? They're going to take the little bit of water they have to feed the kids, and they're going to use it to grow a crop. Their best food out there to have would probably be watermelon. Watermelon, apples.
Why? There's no water.
Most water in the vegetable. Yeah, you start fucking mashing that watermelon up. Yeah, the water's gonna taste like watermelon. But, you know what I mean? I think that's a big thing for me. Stop sending them fucking food. I'm gonna lean forward as I lean this forward. No? Okay. But how you feeling with this podcast today? Are you feeling somewhat complete? We're an hour and 11 minutes in, and I have more topics, but,
I'm feeling pretty fucking good. Are you?
I feel like
it's your podcast. What are you asking me?
I feel like I do most of the talking on this, and I just feel bad because I don't want people to think I'm trying to shut you out.
No, you don't. Do you?
I don't know. Do I?
I don't know.
But other than that, make sure you fucking people are liking this because I can't base off of how well I'm doing if I'm not getting feedback.
And tell me.
Get your mouth away from the mic. I was gonna hear you breathing.
No. Tell me if I'm talking or not. Because sometimes I think I say shit and then I don't. I'm just looking at you and like nodding my head.
Anyway, like it, subscribe, share it with your friends, your family. At this point, share it with your kids who are like 6. I don't care.
Share it with grandma.
Don't share with grandma, because my grandma heard what I talk about on this podcast. I might be taken out of the will. Okay?
I doubt it. She knows you be slaying.
Dude, yeah, but that doesn't... Stop doing that. Stop doing that.
I'm sorry.
Relax. I don't know why you're doing that. It's not Bouncy House. See how drastic this tone can get? Like, everybody, this is what I have to deal with on a daily.
What do you mean?
Where you just, like, randomly do something, and you know it's going to put you in a position where it's like, I know I shouldn't be doing it, but I'm going to still do it anyway.
That's the thing. I just do things, and I don't know that it's going to put me in the position to do it. You just get all tense about it.
I just would not do that with the mic on there. I don't want getting picked up.
Oh.
Yeah, because it fucking did it last time. I was like, oh
did it really?
Of course it picked up. Yeah, because you didn't have to listen to the last podcast because you were on it. I unfortunately have to listen to this fucking thing. Not only when I have to before I upload it, but after I upload it to make sure it sounds the same on different platforms.
I can go back and listen to it.
Nah.
Be your official listener. Ooh, that didn't come out right.
Official or what? Official
listener.
That's a tongue twister.
Say toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat.
No, it's not. The reason why that doesn't make sense is because it's so like toy boat. It just meshes together.
Toy boat, toy boat. Yeah, but you aren't supposed to say it slow. You're supposed to be like toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat.
It's not going to. It doesn't work because it's.
That's why it's a tongue twister.
That's not a tongue twister.
Sell seashells by the seashore.
Why'd you become British halfway through that? I just don't think, like, to me, like, that's a tongue twister. But toy boat.
Peter Piper picked a peck.
It doesn't because you lack in pronouncing the B because I think the way the words are set up.
No.
Yeah, I think so. No matter how you do it. No, none of that. This isn't middle school. Go take your pen tapping somewhere else. But other than that, everybody.
Edgar's in class.
Oh my fucking god! Do not get me started on Edgar's, dude.
Oh yeah.
There's
a
white.
We're gonna end the podcast here because he's gonna get fired up.
I will get fired up. How the fuck you gonna rock a bowl cut, dog? We used to make fun of those in fucking high school. Yeah, I buzzed my head for a majority of my childhood, but I didn't have a
buzz cut.
I didn't have a fucking bowl cut.
Like coconut head type shit.
Yeah, for real. And now look, now for some reason that's fucking popping.
It's hot as fuck for some reason. Into the baddest baddies on earth.
Oh my god. Oh, we're gonna end on that fucking note, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like it, share it, and I will talk to you queer bags later.